Hey y'all, this is TCA Gaming, and in this video I'm going to show you guys some PSA pack returns. Something pretty interesting happened with those. We got a little bit of consignment stuff, some items that I bought as well, and so we're just going to dig into it. I don't think there's anything to be open, but we'll just see. Alright, so let's start with the stuff that I bought. Mostly the typical same kind of stuff that I've been buying lately. There's a free code for somebody. Let's see, I've got a couple Charizards, a couple Umbreons. Umbreon continues to come down. I think I picked one up this morning for about $60 or so. I'm seeing some in the 50s range where, let's see what I got. This is from several days. Some of the ones that I bought right there at the beginning are starting to come in. So I got 6 more Umbreons. Most of these I think I paid between $70 and $85 for. And then these Charizards I paid anywhere from $100 to $120. This one, from what I'm seeing, the Charizard's back down to about 120 or so. So it's starting to come down slowly. I plan to buy a few more if they start hitting the $100 mark, but we'll just have to wait and see. I want to make some binder collections out of these, but I'm just kind of buying them here and there. I haven't bought one of those in about a week now. And then the Umbreons, I'm still buying kind of like right at one a day or so. And as long as the price continues to come down, it'll probably be right at that rate. And then if it ever stalls out, then maybe I'll slow it down, or who knows, maybe I'll pick it up. I don't know. I really like the Umbreons too. Next up, I bought this right here. This is from my personal collection. It's Cubones from Aquapolis. It's a reverse hollow 10. Working on those PSA set registries, and I think I'm number 2 for Aquapolis, which I consider that an accomplishment because nobody's going to beat Jim, man. I mean, he's already. I don't know if he's completed Aquapolis or not. I think he just recently finished up on his WOTC hollows. But the reverse hollows, he's either at the 10 or like 1 or 2 away or something. So I think I'm maybe 30 or 40 still out. I got a lot of 9s. Here's a free code. There's a Flareon V. And then I won these through, crap, I don't even know. It was Heritage or Golden or something like that. It was one of those places. But I remember I just stuck in a lot of smaller bids, lower end bids on some cards that, I mean, you're talking about a Hitmonchan here. This is a holographic from the first edition base set. It's been graded 7.5, which is still a near mint plus, so it's still in pretty nice condition. Very good display. You can see it. I think what hit it on the, you can see the surface at 6.5. I think right here on the right side, you can kind of see those light scratches in the hollow. So I think that's fine on the 7.5, maybe even a little bit lower. If this was raw, like I wouldn't describe this as a near mint just because of that. I'd probably do like an excellent near mint or something like that. But the raw condition doesn't really reflect like the numbers. I think accurately, it's more like to me, I've always seen like an exponential type scale, whereas when you look at numbers, a lot of times it looks like a linear type thing. So while I agree this is probably about a 7.5 out of 10, I also don't think it would be described as a near mint or so. But I felt that always about all the grades, and I think this is an accurate grade on that. The centering, it says a set of 9. The back looks pretty good. It looks a little bit off on the front, but other than that, pretty nice card. Same thing with the Polyrath. I think I picked these up for like just a couple $100. It wasn't much at all. You're talking about an 8.5, near mint plus Polyrath from first edition base set. So I thought that was a pretty decent buy. I don't mind buying stuff like this and just kind of setting it back. Here's another free code. For consignment, we actually got some more evolution boxes coming in. After I sold that one that went for a pretty high price, and the second highest bidder, I also got one. I had someone else send me their evolutions box, and then these two just come in. I'm selling them separately. There'll be box 1, box 2. I think this is box 1, this is box 2. I was just able to tell kind of by like a little bit more curve right there. You see that quite often on modern boxes from Pokemon. And then they also had some PSA stuff. I think these auctions start on Monday night. I don't normally take raw cards, but he only wanted to submit one, and it's a pretty cool one. This is the Space Fissures Deoxys. It's from the 2004 movie. I don't even know the name of the movie, but it might be Space Fissure. But it's technically like a verse thing, but it's a 3D lenticular card, and it's a normal size, which you don't really ever see. It looked to be in pretty nice shape. The one thing that I did notice right there, a little white dot, that's on the case. Let me pull it out of this. So you can kind of see it. But other than that, it looked to be in really nice shape. And we'll just see where it goes. I'm not sure where these are supposed to be at now. They're pretty tough to find, to be honest with you. Not many people know about them. Alright, we have Abra. This is a Shadowless PSA 10. We have a first edition Charmander, Mint 9. A first edition Squirtle, Mint 9. Then we've got the Mega Charizard EX from Evolutions pulling out the 10. We have some Japanese cards. We have a CP6 Charizard pulling the 10. Same thing with the Chansey. And what was cool in the photo, I didn't notice it when I first looked at it. It actually pulled out the hollow bleed. You can't even really see it here. You can kind of see it. But I don't know, for some reason the angle of the camera pulled it out. Usually I slightly angle my pictures and so you can see the condition a little bit better, and I use a black background. I used to remember when people would do photos of a card, they put on a white background. It's like you can't see the whitening on the back, and or you can't see the whitening on the front, the back, and it just kind of like it would always saturate stuff out. I realize most people like to do scans. I think scans make for beautiful pictures of cards. They pull out all of the hollow pattern. But for the most part, I still prefer using the camera slide angle with the black background and a flash. That way you can see the condition a little bit better. Because to me, when I buy stuff, I want to kind of see the condition a little bit more. I don't picture the back always. Usually, I don't do that with graded cards because usually the grade speaks for itself. However, if it is more expensive, I do picture the back side. And if I notice something, because I try to look at all of it, if I notice something that would disqualify it from being a 10, then I do picture that as well. I did miss a crack on a case recently. A guy, he had bought the Shining Coral Mew, and I don't even know if it was a crack. He said it was there. It could have been just like where the case was starting to frost. Like some people might mistake, that right there for a crack. I don't know if you guys can see it. But it's not really. I mean, these cases almost always have a little bit of scratching, even straight from PSA, or a little bit of frosting around the edges. And that's normal. For the most part, PSA cases, when you open them, you can definitely tell. And then we also have another of this Charizard CP6. Alright, so that's it for that consignment. There is more stuff going that day, but that's not one particular consignment. Now I'm going to go get into the PSA return that I had from PSA. I'm going to show you guys what's going on here. These are all packs. They have the new cases. We're going to start off with a demo game pack. For the most part, these are pretty tough to get in good condition. I submitted some of the ones that I had that were in the best condition. Looks like they kind of pinched it a little bit on the sides, but overall I really like this case, the way that they have like the tops and the bottoms kind of clamped. Also, there's a middle layer here. I guess that's for when you have an extra thick type pack, because this has 24 cards, so they kind of added in there. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with these yet. I may auction them off. I may keep them. I don't know. I really thought I was going to get a 10 on this one, but it didn't pull it out. I don't know if this is any indication of PSA with packs kind of changing it up. It used to be whenever you sent packs in, as long as they were box fresh, you had a good shot at getting a 10. And almost all of these that I sent in were box fresh. I mean, of course, the demo game packs were not, because they didn't come in a box. But I was pretty. I don't have many 10s in here. There's a 9 on the base set pack. It's kind of like an enigma. Not many people know, what the real difference is, between the 7s, 8s, 9s, 10s on the packs. These were from that first edition box. One of the boxes back in March, or I submitted in March. We probably opened it maybe January, February, and I submitted some of the booster packs from Neo Genesis. They look pretty nice, but I'm going to go ahead and spoil it a little bit. I pulled only 9s from all of the Neo Genesis booster packs, so you can see. So I'm not sure what kept them from getting the 10s. Maybe the grader saw something and just kind of ran with it, and they saw it on all of them. Got some Shadowless base set packs. These are all from a Shadowless box where a guy opened up the heavies and he sold me the lights. And I've sent in several of the Shadowless packs before now. They've all gotten 10s except one up until this submission, and then none of the ones on this submission got 10s. So, but they're still all 8s and 9s. I don't know if it affects the value a ton. Maybe with the Charizard artwork. There's the other demo pack. This one got an 8. Yeah, it'd be nice if maybe there was a little bit more explanation from eBay about packs, how they grade it. I know that they have a page where they kind of talk through the color, just like staining and that kind of stuff. Here's some more Neo Genesis, and I'm going to get to what was a little bit odd here at the end. I haven't got to that part yet. In fact, that part made me angry quite a bit, but I'm going to see what the rep or what customer service does about it before I let you guys know anything other than what happened. Now, I did pull a few tins. Got a couple of Venusaur, just regular artworks. I wonder if they factor in like saturation, color, that kind of stuff. There's a 9. Got a 9 on that one. And then did get a 10 on the triangle. Maybe they just like Venusaur more. I remember with the Blastoise, Charizard, Venusaur, the original starters, Venusaur was always one of those ones that just had a better shot at getting the 10s. And then this was ironic. I actually did pull 10s on all of the Neo Discovery packs. Like all 4 of them. It was just one of each. So that was kind of cool to get that sequential. I've already got a set of Neo Discovery. I was hoping to get some Neo Genesis. Now, to show you guys what I'm upset about, I got this back from PSA. So what happened was I received 4 N5s. It says that the pack is altered. See right here. And it happened on all 4 of the Typhlosion booster packs, which, when I saw it, of course I was angry. I'm like, come on, I know these were not altered. I opened them up from the box myself and sent them straight to PSA. And so it was really kind of baffling how somebody would say that they're altered, but I thought, you know what, maybe they've been on a hiring spree. They hired somebody who was new, and while he obviously has no idea what he's doing, he just marked them as altered because there was something that maybe got mixed up in what they're supposed to look for. And, I'll just talk to them about it once I get it back. But I want to get it back first just to make sure that there wasn't something that is obviously making it look weird. Like, I remember with base set cards, a lot of them had these weird angles on them. And a lot of times PSA would not grade them thinking that they had been like cut around the corners or whatever, but it was really just the way that a lot of the base set, actually it was several of the sets from Wizards of the Coast, the way that they were cut. So I was trying to be a little bit understanding in case there was something like that had happened. But when I get them back, it's actually a lot worse than that, because here, I'll just show you. So this is what I get, and I'm like, well, that looks a little loose at the bottom. They opened the packs. So I don't know, and it was the same way with all 4 of the Typhlosion artworks. Like you can see, they're busted open on the bottom. I'm not sure what happened, but I know that I sent them off sealed. Nothing was mentioned back in March, April, May, June, all the way through October. I just get them back. Not only, were these packs opened while they were at PSA, or pushed through accidentally, whatever happened, I was charged for it. They charged me. So not only did they not take care of it and go through the proper channels with like insurance or even contact me at all, I was charged for the grading. So I guess I'm just hoping that the representative I talked to gets back to me soon, because I've had issues before with PSA. You guys have seen I've got a stack of cards that are just like completely misgraded. I mean, it's like crazy how bad the grade is. But I normally don't complain about it and take an issue like where I'm requesting them to do something, because I realize people make mistakes. However, this is pretty unacceptable. I mean, the cards are out. Like, they were not sent off like this. They come straight from a booster box. And it's what I still can't figure out is why it was only the Typhlosion artworks. Why was it all 4 of the Typhlosion artworks that were busted open? Here, I can show you guys. See, there's the other one. See that one? It's busted open too. And then there's the last one. And I'm thinking what happened was maybe they were pulling it out, or they were pushing the cards around to get some kind of, I don't know what their procedure is for grading. You can see these are, they're completely untouched. It's not like that would happen. Even now, like, you can see where the cards have been resting. There's hardly no crinkles on them. They come straight from a booster box. Maybe they pushed down, on the cards at the top or something, doing some kind of examination, or they pushed up and busted the seal. I'm not really sure what happened here, but I'm hoping that I hear back from PSA and they let me know what's going on and that they're going to take care of it, because this is pretty upsetting. You bust open 4 vintage packs and don't even mention it or offer to do anything. To me, that's pretty unacceptable. I realize mistakes do happen, especially when they're having to go on this hiring frenzy, but you have to take care of these issues when they come up. And who knows, whoever I talked to, the company may not have even known. This could have been just an employee who did something, he was scared, he didn't want to talk about it, so he just sent it through and marked it as altered, my fault, instead of taking the heat himself. But hopefully they can get to the bottom of it, and I will let you guys know what they end up doing, because to me, this is an issue. If they did that, with those demo packs that are worth $2,500 a piece, or first edition base set packs, or something like that, where prices can even get way up more expensive than these. I mean, these aren't cheap packs. I think I submitted them at a $500 piece level, so I had them insured on the thing for $2,000. But still, you get into $5,000, $10,000. There's packs out there worth way more than that. What are you going to do then? It comes back and they busted it open because they didn't store it properly, or there's an employee that did something wrong, or I can't think of a way that this was my fault. Because I know we opened up the box and I sent off the packs. These were box fresh. Seals were good, and I still can't figure out why it was only the Typhlosions. That doesn't make any sense to me either. But anyways, guys, don't take it as like a huge jab to PSA just yet. I'm waiting to hear back from them. I want to figure out, what they're going to do about it. And, like I said, they may not even know. Most likely that's the case. The people there, the customer service doesn't even know. But where a company like PSA can stand out is, what do they do about it? When something like this comes up, what do they do about it? Because they either have to go with their employees' word, or they have to go with mine. And I don't know how much weight my word carries with PSA, but hopefully they can believe me, and I can document enough of this to where it does that they do take my side, because I know for a fact there's no way that this could have been my fault. And all right, I'll stop rambling there. I've probably been rambling on this about way too long, especially for those of you who are here to watch me open up some product. I'll have some more PSA videos coming up soon. I'm not sure about opening up product. Maybe I'll throw in some packs here and there. And thanks. I'll try to do the Q&A as well very soon. Bye.